Hello everyone and welcome back to some more Rimworld Alpha 16. So it's been quite a while since I've made a video. I mean, I've sort of been slowly releasing some other videos I made and kind of had them backlogged, but I have been, well, let me put it this way, about 2 weeks ago I just wasn't feeling like making any videos, and then last week I was busy with a lot of exams and all that fun stuff, so that's why I've not been making any videos lately. So I might be a little bit rusty because it actually has been pretty much 2 weeks since I've played the game, so probably gonna be even more rusty than I normally am, or if anything I might play better because I'm not quite as bored and used to the game as I was, so hey, maybe that'll be the case, if we're lucky. Alright, and here I thought I'd be smart and choose the right thing. Okay, no, I need to make marble. Yeah, I think last episode Ambi died, I believe, due to this right here. And then right after that, we got some sappers, so that was real fun to deal with, wasn't it? Okay, so yeah, let's patch up that hole in the wall. I think I don't know, was I getting something, I think? I don't know if I was mining or what, but I was doing something, so I guess I can keep that hole. Otherwise, we should be good. Yeah, sappers went and destroyed our little area here as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and repair all of that as well as I can. Oh yes, and it seems we need wood yet again. I think there's quite a bit up here though, so we should be hopefully good if I can chop a lot of this. So yes, I believe, well, there's two things I want to talk about. First, let me say this. I think I asked last episode if people wanted me to sort of just hurry up and finish this Let's Play, or if I should start a new one, and I don't know. Surprisingly, quite a few people did actually specifically say, hey, I want you to hold off on the shipbuilding and play as long as you feel like it, pretty much. And I don't know, I guess that's the thing though, is I don't really feel like necessarily continuing. I don't know why that is. I just don't tend to enjoy the late game for some reason. I always sort of just, you know, go in hard and fast, and that's not suggestive of anything, is it? But yeah, I sort of go in hard and fast and try to make some huge, wonderful colony as quickly as possible. And then once I've built everything up and have everything researched, I'm just like, oh, well, I guess I'm done then, huh? Yeah, I can still do all this though. I think the one thing I could at the very least do is build a ship, and then I can sort of just sit here, and maybe if we get a raid that's too much for me to want to handle, I'll just leave. But yes, the other thing I want to talk about is I noticed Tynan made like a little blog post already about, well, I shouldn't say already, it actually has been about 2 months since this Alpha first came out, but he actually made a little blog post discussing Alpha 17. But it sounds like he's not really planning on adding any like major new features in Alpha 17. It's going to mostly be just like a big bug fixing alpha if you read it. He does say that he might add like a couple things, or he might wait until he decides to add a couple semi-significant features, but he made it sound like the entire alpha is mostly just going to be a bunch of random bug fixes and miscellaneous improvements. Okay, apparently I think everyone's just hungry because I believe the raid just got done with. Yeah, well, I mean, that would make sense considering we've got so much damage. So hopefully no one breaks down. Just have some minor mental breaks. Yeah, like I've sort of said, my decision to do what I did with, you know, increasing the quality of different rooms, it really does help out a lot more than you'd think. Or at least a lot more than I'd think. Yeah, a lot of repairing to do first as well. And that's the annoying thing, ever since Tynan removed the repair thing, people always repair first, which, I don't know, it's a little annoying. Because sometimes, like right now, I'd rather have someone patch this hole in the wall before they start repairing all this other random junk. But, whatever. I guess the way Tynan decided is it makes more sense to just force people to have to right-click and force prioritize it. Okay, I did rebuild. Okay, good. Did I assign that earlier? I don't even remember adding a cooler. I don't know. Maybe I'm just crazy. So yes, I don't know. I guess here's another random thing I want to ask everyone. I mean, admittedly, if you've been sticking with me this long throughout this long Let's Play, then you probably must enjoy something I do, but I think the one thing I've probably gotten, like, overall, quite a bit of complaints of, and like I've said in the past, is people, you can't, like, please everyone, but I've had quite a few people actually say I sometimes go like too fast, or I'm sort of a little like too, I don't know, what's the word, rushed, especially sometimes when I'm giving commentary. I sometimes seem, and I notice when I listen to myself too, is I'm sometimes like very sort of, I don't know, like anxious sounding and very, I was about to say paranoid, not paranoid, I just sort of sound very like rushed and anxious, like I am constantly trying to think of things to say, and I guess that's kind of the truth sometimes, but I don't know, I have sort of noticed it seems like some people, just when it comes to Let's Plays, and considering the game I'm playing, quite a few people I think enjoy just sort of kicking back and relaxing and not having someone sort of talk their ear off. And I shouldn't say talk their ear off, because I'm going to talk as much as I do, as much as I feel like, pretty much, but people, I guess, that sort of just rush the gameplay a lot. I guess that's one thing I probably do a little bit too much more than anything, is sometimes I kind of feel like I rush things just because I'm trying to keep things, you know, fast and interesting, but, and I mean, admittedly, some people I think like Blitzkriegler, I think it seems like when I've seen him, he always seems very like fast-paced, like he doesn't want to waste a second of anyone's time, and I guess that works for some people, but then again, I think some other Let's Players I've seen, they're the opposite, you know, they're very methodical and take their time, and they seem to have a pretty decent following as well, so I don't know. I guess I'm curious what you all enjoy. I mean, like I said, obviously all the people that the people that are still watching me, they must enjoy something that I'm doing, so I guess it's a little bit, it's not going to get me very good information if I'm asking the people that are already watching me typically, so I don't know. I just kind of felt like asking that. Yeah, I think our turrets, yeah, I was gonna say, our turrets should be able to handle that boomalope. Oh, okay, wait, though. I'm gonna make sure it dies right now, because if it doesn't, then it's just gonna randomly die later on, and if it randomly dies later on, then it might accidentally kill someone. Okay, so now that that's done, let's probably go ahead and make sure the home zone's good. Everyone should probably put the fire out. Yeah, boomalopes are pretty deadly. It's a good thing he died where he did, though, because it's a relatively, like, self-contained area. And on that note, I should probably expand that, otherwise we'll just have those two fires keep spreading anyways. Okay, so, major mental break. Always fun. Yeah, nothing too crazy going on. I think I've kept mentioning how I wanted to add more stuff in here, and I suppose I could. I just haven't really bothered. Yeah, we really do need more steel, though, which is definitely a common theme. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and maybe go over here. It seems like this is the closest steel we can get. Might as well go for it. Yeah, here's another random thing. I've heard a couple people, like in the past I've made videos, especially like the subscriber videos, whenever I like thank people when I hit a certain landmark. I'll usually ask people like, hey, if there's any games you want to watch me play, don't be afraid to, you know, send me a message or just leave a comment recommending something, because I'm open to most new ideas, especially if it's some alpha game that you're fairly certain I've never heard about. I'm definitely interested in that, because it seems like that's one of the only few ways to get, like, I don't know, new people on YouTube nowadays, because as I'm sure you all have noticed, there are so many gaming video makers, especially Let's Players, because, I mean, it's not that hard of a thing to do, obviously. You just need to have the money to get the proper equipment, and in this day and age, it's a lot easier to do than it was, say, 8 years ago or something like that. But anyways, what I was saying here, I don't know, I went off on a huge tangent there. My point is, one game I was kind of thinking of playing was one of the Total War games. I actually have been playing, what is it, the newest one, somehow I can't even think of the name, Total War Warhammer, yes, that's it. I've played that a decent amount. I don't know if that'd be a very good thing for me to play, though, because I'm not very experienced at the game at all. I mean, I was playing on hard difficulty, and I got to a point, admittedly, where my empire... Okay, let's turn that off. Where my empire was so, like, overextended that it was getting a little difficult. So I kind of just I don't know, gave up out of boredom. That's kind of what I do a lot in games like that, is when progress sort of slows to a snail's pace because you have, like, so many colonies or whatever, so many settlements, that you're kind of just spending every turn defending each individual one. I don't know. That's what I hate with games like that, is when it starts to sort of slow down a lot in the late game. So, anyways, though, I have been playing that a decent amount, and I do enjoy it quite a bit. So I'm curious maybe if any of you want to see me watch that. It's kind of funny just because this video it's just another installment in Rimworld, but I'm kind of also making it like a random update video just because it's been 2 weeks since I've made any sort of video. So that's why I'm talking about a lot of random things that don't actually really have any relevance to the game at hand. Okay, we should also probably make another bed here. Oh, that looks different. Oh, I think I just researched it. Yeah, that's why. Jeez, I don't remember it taking 10 medicine. I think it always has, though. That's quite a bit. No wonder I never build them. Like, when the hell are you going to get 10 medicine? At least regular medicine. Herbal medicine's easy, but when the hell would someone be able to get that many? I think you need the neutroamines or whatever. Yeah, let me just see. I'm pretty sure you need neutroamines for regular medicine, right? Yeah. Oh, well, I don't even have anyone with a high enough skill. But you need cloth and neutroamines. Yeah, it's like, who the hell ever has that many neutroamines? I do hope that at some point in the near future, Tynan makes some sort of way to get, like, neutroamines besides having to trade. That would just be kind of interesting. Like, I don't know, maybe it's something you can craft at the drug lab and it takes certain special plants or something. I don't know, it'd just be nice if it wasn't something that you could only get through trade. Trade isn't exactly the most reliable thing. I suppose that's the thing with this update, though, is technically you're supposed to be able to make caravans, and like I've already said many times before, I kind of chose the exact worst position possible. So yeah, anyways, I think if I do another Let's Play, because Alpha 17 isn't going to be too interesting, I might do something like what got me a lot of popularity last time, something a little bit different and interesting. I was thinking of maybe starting out on the sea ice and sort of either trying, I mean, depending on how the game generates the map, I'd either try to get the ship or I'd simply try to get to like a temperate area or something, or a place like a boreal forest that's a lot more easy to survive in. So basically I'd probably choose the one rich survivor, and then I'd travel, like, the second he lands, I'd start traveling. I'd make sure he lands in the beginning of summer or maybe like late spring, and I'd make sure he starts traveling right away, and I'd probably force like a parka to spawn with him because I feel like he might just freeze to death otherwise if I try to do that. So I'll make a heavily altered, well, I shouldn't say heavily altered. The only thing I'd really do is I'd give him a parka. Otherwise, any other resource kind of useless because he probably won't have the carrying capacity for it anyways, but that's what I was kind of thinking of doing, is maybe trying to start on the sea ice and then travel to a actual inhabitable zone. Because I know there are like already a couple Let's Plays out there where people actually survived on the sea ice, but when I saw one, it looked like literally all the guy did was he just started with the one rich survivor, and he just kind of turtled his way through several in-game years, you know? Like, it looked like he just made some huge base and hoarded every resource, and he only had that one colonist for like the whole game, and then he just hoarded enough resources that he could make enough of the, like, I think he did the travel victory, so I think he just hoarded enough resources that he could make enough drop pods to get the final victory. But I don't know, I guess some people, it seemed like he got a decent amount of views out of that, but I don't know how you could find that interesting, just watching someone have one character and just play for like 20 hours. I don't know. That's not something I'd want to do at the very least, because that just sounds like it'd be something that would make me want to rip my own hair out. So probably won't be doing anything like that, but I think I might try something like starting on the sea ice and then try traveling. So I'd probably choose a part of the sea ice that's like right as close as possible to something like boreal forest, you know, or something that's as close as possible to some sort of habitable land. So, yeah, I might try that. That's kind of something I'm thinking of doing. Yeah, we're already out of steel still. Okay, they are starting to mine over here, so that's good to see. Yeah, like I've already said in the past, I really do think I should try keeping an eye out on the idle colonist thing, because that's the one thing I probably think annoys people the most, is when I don't realize who is and isn't idle. And like I've already said, I've got so many useless colonists that it makes sense that they're always going to be idle, but I don't know. Okay, yeah, William, I think you're an art guy, right? Pretty much only art. The only thing I don't like about art, though, is that we don't have that much wood to be spending on stuff like this. Okay, we do have a nice, good statue here. Let's... I think this hallway is pretty well decorated. Yeah, you know what? Let's just plop one over here in the corner. I think this is pretty well populated, too. Yeah, this is very impressive, so... That's pretty decent. I think I was thinking of adding this at some point, but I never did for some reason. Oh, that stupid chair's in the way, too. Oh, damn chairs. Yeah, I'll admit, I haven't really accomplished much here. I've kind of just been talking a lot, haven't I? I don't know, whatever. That's the thing, too, with the late game, is I always just don't even want to try doing anything just because, I don't know, I just have no need to, you know what I mean? Like, there's no need to further improve that much. Therefore, I don't really feel like it. I mean, that's not a very good way of thinking about things. Oh, I don't have to do something? Let's just not do it then. But that's kind of just how I am with this game, you know? A lot of things you kind of have to do at the beginning because if you don't, then you're gonna die, but... This late in the game, a lot of stuff that I can do just for the sake of doing it doesn't really help our colony too much. Kind of just for fun. Yeah, one thing I also just noticed, and it's a good thing, it's interesting when you notice things after not playing a game for so long. I never, like, made the sandbags go right next to the turrets, which is what I normally like to do, just because then I can, like, keep someone laying, or not laying, but I can keep someone in cover, like, literally right behind the sandbag if I want to. Sometimes I like to do stuff like that. Got a little bit of steel now. That's always good to see. I have noticed I'm still using WASD so much. I'm just used to that after forcing myself. This must have gotten damaged in a fire, because it's weird how it's all damaged like that, and I'm pretty sure we've never had a battle over here. At least, not that I'm aware of. I think one thing that's probably not good for us, I think we've got two AI persona cores, and if you look, they are worth a lot of money. I think they're probably worth more than almost anything else. Like, if we just go to history here, I guess you can't see it too much, but I think this is wealth and items, and I don't know, is that when we got it right here, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, that constitutes quite a bit of our wealth, though. Like, apparently our total wealth right now is 6,200. I'm assuming it's fluctuating based upon, well, obviously, this is probably all when I bought things, is when they go down a lot. But yeah, you can definitely see, or I'm curious maybe if someone has, like, a weapon they're holding, maybe it causes the wealth to go down. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what affects that. Oh, how long has that been in there? Oh, I think I moved that in some alternate timeline, because I think I moved it indoors just because I was annoyed at them spending so much time over here for no particular reason. Oh, that's weird. Oh, I did uninstall. I was going to say, I don't know why I didn't see the destination thing. That's because I was an idiot. Oh, exotic goods trader, trade ship. I think William's our best trader, so... That sounds good. No, did I even point this out? I renamed this person here Mace. I don't think I even mentioned this. And it's stupid because I made a .txt file where I put all the names people suggested. And for some reason last episode, I think, I didn't even realize that there actually were still 2 people that were okay with being named after a female. So I have 3 other people that still need to be named that I haven't been able to just because of how damn slow things have been. At least when it comes to recruiting people. Oh, they have so many components. I just feel, even though we've got quite a few and we're constructing them, I kind of just feel like buying all these. At the very least, I could... You know what? I'm going to do that because then I don't need to produce components anymore if I do that. Alright, let's sell our stupid animals that we keep getting. I don't know. I have no idea why we have so many animals. I'll keep the panther just because panthers are cool. I'm going to need that for the ship, though. Okay, yeah, I could sell one of those. That's for damn sure. Yeah, we only need one of those. I don't think they have any other use other than the final ship, so yeah. Sell all this dead person clothing. Actually, we really did need one of these. I'm glad I noticed when I did that these guys came through, because I did not even realize how much stuff we don't need. Gold. Guess I'll sell this statue. Why not? And you know what? I'll use the fruits of William's labor, and I'll sell that one too, just because we can. If you look, though, it would almost be a good idea to make a bunch of, like, tables, because, I mean, look at that. The tables are worth, I mean, I wouldn't say as much, but they're pretty worthwhile, especially if you've got a really good constructor. Like, I'm sure if I uninstalled the one, I think we have, like, a masterwork chair. If I uninstalled that, that probably would be worth just a lot. Or legendary, yeah. You know what? I'm just going to try and see what it is. I'm just very curious. If I uninstall this, I want to see how much it would be worth. Not that I don't... Let's see, what's it in here otherwise? It's still very impressive, so you know what? I could sell that chair, and it wouldn't really make a difference. I think I'm going to do that. I mean, it's probably going to be worth a little shit ton of money. Let's just see here. 900, or not 900, 387. I guess that is very good, but I was kind of expecting a little more. I suppose if you think about it, though, it is just a regular chair. If it would have been like a legendary long table, that probably would be worth like 1,000 or something crazy like that. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. So now that I did that, I think I am just going to go ahead and I'll make one so he can finish the one he's working on. But yeah, there's no point in me spending all the steel on something we've got a crap ton of. Although to be perfectly honest, we might not even be able to... Oh yeah, this would also probably help if I deconstructed that. Yeah, we might not even need that, or we might need even more components is what I should say for the final ship, because I noticed Tynan has made the requirements for the ship, it seems, like, ludicrous. Or I guess you could say ludicrous? I don't even know how to pronounce the developer's name. I know Tynan, but I don't know, I think it's Ludian? I don't know. I know the one map size is called Ludionacris or something. But yes, he's made the requirement Ludionacris. It's just crazily large. So, I don't know. I think we have enough components, but we might not. Technically, though, the one thing I sometimes forget is you can just deconstruct all your miscellaneous things, especially stuff like that and that. You can just deconstruct all that if that's all you need to finish the ship, technically, so that's always a good idea. Psychic ship. Or drone, I should say. Yeah, I think I'm going to end the episode here, too. I don't know how long it even was, and admittedly, this is the first episode I've done in, well, 2 weeks. So, I think this wasn't the best episode, just because I think I just talked and rambled about things that have absolutely zero relevance to the game, but whatever. It's fun, I'm sure. And I guess if you've been sticking with me this long, you probably have somewhat learned to deal with my ramblings and my stupidity when it comes to the game overall. But yes, thank you all for watching. Hope to see you next time, and goodbye.